Welcome back to Occasional Ring Daily, where we occasionally show up and the content doesn't matter.
Well, this is going to be a barn burner of a show then, because I don't even know what time zone I'm in anymore. I don't know
I
what's
thought you were in
happening.
Mexico, and then you're like, yeah, I'm getting on another plane. I was like, where's he going? And then it's like, oh, right, he's going out to, where are you?
Maui, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know. I mean, we flew to Mexico a week after we got back from Berlin. We were there for 48 hours. We had to get up at 4:30 in the morning. Spent all day getting here. And I'm not going to be normal for like weeks. I know. I know what I just set myself up for there, but
Yep.
I don't know.
Well, what are you doing
I don't know.
besides?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, this week, Qualcomm's going to announce, obviously, the next-gen chip thing, which they've already previewed, so we already know what that is, sort of. That's the big news for them, but the big news for me, and the reason I'm here, is the PC stuff, right? Like, I want to see what's going on with the X2. So that will be, I don't know if it's Wednesday or Thursday. Let's say Tuesday. Might be Wednesday. I don't know. It's sometime this week, but, you know, the big questions are around, well, timing, for one thing. It seems like this is taking forever. And then, you know, what it is. Graphics,
I mean, that's...
CPU, whatever they do, whatever they're improving. I don't know.
How long are you in Hawaii?
I mean, we flew yesterday. We fly on Friday. And the nice thing is, I thought my trip here was bad or lengthy, 10 hours in the air plus 2 hours in an airport in the middle. We get home at 4:15 in the morning on Saturday. Nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's, like I said, going to be completely screwed up like forever.
Really?
I don't know. I don't know.
Thought this one through, didn't you?
I don't even know anymore.
Well, what you should do is, I would be very curious if you go ask these Qualcomm folks what they think about this Nvidia Intel partnership, because woof.
Yeah. I wanted to use the term two turkeys don't make an eagle, but Nvidia is not a turkey.
Right.
I will say, well, I did, and I think I did say somewhere, actually I haven't published this yet. Pretty sure the Intel investment thing was just a political piece of nonsense. And that, you know, $5 billion to Nvidia is like pocket change.
Well, yeah, they just announced a $100 billion deal with...
I was going to say, now $100 billion, that's a different number. The way I wrote this, I described it as Nvidia flushing $5 billion down an Intel-shaped toilet. You know, because by the way, the notion that Nvidia is going to help prop up x86 in any way, or make some amount of money from that is ludicrous. Oh, I lost my headphone. Do I still sound okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, so Nvidia, the biggest company in the world, is one of the biggest makers of ARM products in the world. You know, they're all ARM. And they make GPUs for computers, but as far as like dollars, units, however you want to measure that, it's not even.
The thing I thought that they were going to announce, which I didn't see explicitly called out, was like, oh, that would actually make sense. I thought, and maybe it still goes this route, is that they were only investing that money to help build the fab that would be in Ohio, and then Nvidia would be like, okay, whatever, we'll give them that money, but then we'll have access to like a new fab to try to build stuff. But it didn't seem that way.
Nope. In fact, if anything, like I still need to look into this further, which is why I haven't published anything about it yet, really. But I think the end game here is they're going to spin that off, and then it's like, okay, but like, what are you doing? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, maybe that's where it goes, and that's why Nvidia wants the stock. I don't know. Like, I've read that 5 times. I'm like, I get.
Look,
there was a great quote in that. There was a great statement that said, "Intel or Nvidia wants into the x86 market." It's like, do they? Do they?
No, they don't. No, they don't. So look, I just reviewed a laptop that had an Nvidia, laptop GPU in it. It's the best Call of Duty experience I've ever had.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable. Now, this thing did sound like a jet engine the entire time it was running, but still, Graphics quality, frame rate, everything off the charts, really good. The thing is, that's not what we're talking about here, right? So what they're going to do is essentially what AMD does with what they call an APU, which is a laptop GPU, right? So it's going to be integrated into the die, and it will probably be pretty good, other than the fact that the other part of it is all Intel, and that stuff is terrible. And it will still have all the same x86 problems. And by the way, that wonderful gaming computer with the Nvidia chip in it, blue screened on me repeatedly as well. That was a big part of that experience. So it's like, whatever. And the other thing you look at is like PC makers ship something 60, 65 million units a quarter. How many of those will come with Nvidia integrated graphics? If we just pretend it's 50%, it won't be that high, but let's say it's 50%. Let's call it 30 million a quarter. How many dollars per unit is Nvidia going to get for those chips? How many do you think? You had to just guess. Just guess a number.
10%? I have no idea.
Yeah, 10%. So 10%. Well, let's call it 10. I mean, like, I don't know how much like Intel gets per computer, but let's say, look, we're talking low dollars. I guess is my point, because 30 million times 1 is 30 million. $30 million is nothing. So let's say it's 10 times that, 300 million.
Yeah, that's
nothing.
That's
nothing. This is a company. What's the number? What was their revenue? What was their profit last quarter? You remember these numbers? They're like freaking humongous.
Yeah, they're like 20, 30 billion.
$100 million.
Yeah.
That's Microsoft most business money. I mean, it's just, look, for a normal company, that would be an incredible opportunity, or whatever you want to describe it. But for NVIDIA, it's not the future. It's not where growth is coming from when this AI bubble bursts. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, this is a win-win. No, it isn't. It's not in anything. We found a drug that will prevent this person from dying today. They're still going to die badly, but we can extend it. Why? Like, what? Why? Just let Intel go. I don't know. I know I'm at a Qualcomm event. It probably makes it seem like this message was brought to you by Qualcomm, makers of the Snapdragon series of no. But I don't know. Yeah, the NVIDIA thing. The sort of fake excitement over this, or maybe it's not fake. Hold on 1 second. These people are walking up. I just don't want to be here when they're doing their thing. Sorry. I don't understand having nostalgia for a company that's terrible, and Intel's terrible. Let them go. The architecture's terrible. Let it go.
A couple Disney movies about that. It's popular songs. Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the hell happens.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah. Yeah, we will.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that one out too. So, anyways, Xbox jacked the price up on the consoles. They don't care about that anymore. So,
Speaking of which, by the way, if you didn't do it, go to that support page where they mention this. I don't know why they would reveal something like this on a support page, but they did. And look at the language they have. It's like looking forward. We will try to provide more value and let people play on whatever screens they want. It literally is like, yeah, guys, the price just went up, but this is not our focus. And it literally says something like about we're switching our focus to these other screens. Like, it's weird. It's almost like a little, RIP, like this thing's going away.
Yeah, well, here's another little random related tidbit. Apparently, you can no longer buy Xboxes at Costco. Which,
oh, jeez,
like on the surface, like whatever, it's a retailer, but typically So I have a theory that Microsoft is either not producing or like barely producing consoles. And
yeah, well, that makes sense because they're barely selling them,
right? And then Costco's like, we want to buy them in bulk. And Microsoft's like, we can sell you 10, and they're like, yeah.
Well, not to mention like a retailer like Costco, literally, is they have really generous returns and all the stuff. They're really good for customers. Xbox is not the right product for that company. I mean, these are things that, might have problems later, or people will want to return or whatever it is. Like, you can't, like, maybe this is not the right thing for them. I don't know. Trying to figure out what's going on here, man. I don't know. This place it's very strange. Other than the obvious beach thing, which I'm pretty sure you can't even go in this water.
I mean, if you're
unless you like jellyfish and man of wars and stuff like that. Are there sharks in Hawaii? I guess there probably are, right? Probably. I don't know.
Only one way to find out.
Exactly.